Here with head coach Drew McMinn and his Robert Morris Colonials, still nationally ranked and still on a winning streak as we speak. A winning streak that is now at 5 games, one of the longest ones the team has been on since you took over as head coach. What have been the driving forces behind this run that you guys have been on?
Yeah, I mean, mainly we're still just pushing across the same message every day. I mean, we want to have consistency and, approach situations the same and, really just making sure that we're concentrating on what we need to do to improve on a week-to-week basis.
And you're coming up against a Bryant team under the lights here, a special Friday night game here at the Joe that has a history of having its act together. It's consistently one of the more winning teams in the conference, and this year the expectations were no different. What makes them a formidable opponent?
Yeah, I mean, they're tough year to year. I mean, they've obviously had, a lot of great success in the history of our conference, and they've been able to manage the game very well from year to year with just getting possession and winning face-offs and playing the style that they like to play. So they do what they do, and, again, we're geared up to try to game plan the best that we can against them and, not really focusing on the past stuff, but just making sure that we take care of business this week.
I'm interested in the matchup between the face-off specialists in particular because Robbie and I were talking about that the other day. They have a player, Kenny Massa, who is quite good. He's putting up numbers that are up there with the best face-off men in the country. And Trey has done a very good job over the course of the year adding layers to his game. He's been getting good at ground balls. He's been, when he isn't winning face-offs, he's scoring goals. He's doing other things. And physically, this could be a very good matchup for him, I think.
Yeah, it's a huge test for him. I mean, as you mentioned, Massa's one of the top guys in the country. And, Trey comes to compete every single day, and we expect him to do that at a high level this week. And, of course, we want our wings and, the other personnel to get involved as much as possible, is also just to come up with the possessions.
A lot of talk behind the scenes also about the leadership of Justin Mayfield. He's one of your handful of captains, part of this year's leadership group, a graduate student as well. It's got to be tough to pick a captain just from a list of 40 guys, a lot of capable guys in that roster. What made Justin stand out and, in your mind, worthy of a captaincy coming into this year?
Yeah, Justin and Marshall were both captains for us last year, so we added Sean and Leighton to the mix. But we really we let the guys take a lot of ownership over that process. And we deliberate, and they come up with the voting process, and they pretty much come up with those votes on their own. But from what we see, I mean, they've been great leaders all throughout their career. I mean, Justin has just done a tremendous job from day one since he's been here with his maturity level and just leading guys in the right direction.
Alex Hager also looking very mature right now from his position in goal. You were a college keeper, I believe, at one time, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, you know how hard it is to get a grip on that position at the Division I level. What does it say about Alex that he's doing what he's doing right now with still a whole year and a half of college ball to go?
Yeah, I mean, Alex's ability, I mean, he's probably the best I've ever been around. So, I mean, he brings a consistency every single day. Even in practice, I mean, we get the same level of play that we get out of him in game days. So, with the goaltending position, a lot of guys kind of plan on trying to up their game for game day. But, we'll take Alex's performance in practice Monday through Friday, any day on game days. So, he just has that consistency and poise and, overall just the ability to really be patient and see the ball.
And lastly, aside from the fact that it creates a short week, which I know from a coaching standpoint can be a bummer, it's got to be fun to play a night game here, yes? Because those things are rare. The program, I believe, has only had a few of the night games over the course of its history.
Yeah, I mean, it brings a different element in, but, as always, it's not something we're really focused on. I mean, no matter what, we're going to use our sticks, and we're going to try to put the ball in the back of the net more than they do. So, it's something that, again, is a little added element of excitement, but at the same time, we're going to focus on the stuff that we need to week to week.
Oh, onward and upward for RMU, and again, they are trying to make it 6 in a row against the very tough Bryant Bulldogs. A special Friday 7 p.m. opening face-off time here at Joe Walton Stadium, and of course, free admission as always. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Matt.